Good morning again. Here we are, time to shift gears. Time to put the car into neutral for a few minutes before we put it back into drive. Actually, it's a time to just be able to stop, contemplate the universe, see what the universe has for us. Taking a minute to remember to take that breath before we start the day, relaxing our neck and our shoulders, and using the tarot deck to see what the universe has to say to us today. What tips or tricks, our daily inventory, where we can check in, see if there's any anxieties or any negativity, and maybe take a look at it this morning before we go out and get triggered. Go out there with our justifiable anger because they did this or they did that. In all reality, I was always told, it's like, is there really anything called justifiable anger? I deserve to be angry. I deserve to be mad. Have my day ruined because of them. So maybe if we take a look at it now before they get the opportunity, or before life's circumstances get in our way and we have that righteous indignation, we can take a breath and listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. So today I'll be at Laloon at 5 o'clock, Laloon Metaphysical, and here in Maryland. I'll be doing readings today, or this evening. Looking forward to that. Okay. So, what does the universe have for us today? So, here I am making my 3 stacks again. Each one of these a different thread going out to the universe. Each one a different thought, a different conversation. If you believe in the multiverse, each one of these is like a separate path, because this stack here will take us down one conversation path. This one's got a totally different conversation, and this one is totally different from the other two. So, today is Thursday. Let's pull this string here. Let's go for the heart string. Let's go for the one that's right in the center. I'm going to do my 3 and 1. Okay, and I'm going to flip each card over one at a time, like they're pages of the book, as I always say. That way it's like we think we know what's happening here, and then we get to the last card, and it's like, oh, and it changes it. It's like life. You think you know where things are going, and then you open up that last door. So, we've got the Ace of Swords. So swords are thoughts, swords are air. And so ones are new beginnings. Ones are when we start. So this is starting fresh. But what are we starting with? So we have the 6 of Swords. So swords being thoughts, swords being air. The things is that you have your first sword, that's the idea. 2, you make decisions. 3, another sword comes in and kind of breaks that up, and it's like a decision has to be made. Then you get 4 swords, and you can finally rest because it's nice and solid, 4 legs on a table and all that. And then something comes along and breaks that. And then you've got the 5 of Swords, where you have your challenges, and it's when you get all up in your head. And then once you sort that out, you get the 6 of Swords. And 6s are about finding a harmony, finding another internal balance is where you can go with the flow. But the thing is, when it's reversed, is that things are still stacking up. You're stuck in that 5 of Swords. You're stuck in that challenge, and you're not able to move past those. Kind of like what I was saying before, maybe it's like that justifiable anger I was kind of describing, for example, that, I'm going to stay in this 5 of Swords and this challenge, because I'm not satisfied with the final conclusion, anger, or all that anxiety, and we just can't move past it. So this 6 is about not being able to move past that. And then we have strength reversed. So today this is one of those things where it's about getting triggered and not being able to move past it. And then we put all our mental strength, we put our strength, into it to try and just get through the anger or the resolve that we have, and it just depletes our strength. I talked about the justifiable anger. I deserve to be angry because of this person. You're just saying that, I deserve to be not happy, but it's justifiable anger. If they only did not do this, then I would not do that. But I'm going to flip over the advice card, which is the Knight of Cups. So this deck is a 50-50 deck. I always do 50-50 with my reversals. Cups are about emotions and feelings. Knights are fire and energy. Okay, so cups are the element of water. Knights are the element of fire. When you are a king, who's the first people you send into battle? The knights, because they're going to just go in there and they're going to not even think. They're going to do their job on their horses because they're young and just ready to go. So we have this fire, we have this water, we have this reversed. And you have all those emotions bubbling over. So here we have the mental process, the Ace of Swords, where something starts and then we get stuck in a conflict with it. And all it's doing is deplete. We're just depleting our energy, our mental energy, because this is renting space. And then what is an intellectual thing or an anxiety thing then drifts into the emotions where the water and the fire mix together. And today's reading is just reminding us of that. Today's reading is just essentially letting us know that it's like all it takes is just one little thing that we can't get past. And then we know what the result is we get drained. And the advice card is to recognize how it affects our emotions, how it affects our outsides. As we show this, the fire and water mixing. We get up on our horse and we're going to make our point. But in reality, we're getting nowhere. It's about getting up on that horse, going 100 miles an hour, and not reaching any place. All we're doing is depleting our strength. So today, it's one of those things where we do want to just take that breath and just understand something is going to trigger. Something may trigger me today, or something may trigger me this week. But I'm going to turn this 6 of Swords around, because now that I'm aware of it, this is my choice how I want to deal with it. The cards are just making us aware, but it's not predicting the future. It's making us aware of where we may be going. So our goal here today, because if you think about it, if we can turn this Six of Swords around, then we will gain something, and we'll gain strength by turning that around. And keep this in mind. These are just the day-to-day cards. Minors are day-to-day cards. What we do today will build on where we go tomorrow. Because this is a major. Majors are the destiny cards. These are the ones we want to pay attention to. So if we just take today and we have that inability to move past our justifiable anger or our anxieties because we've locked ourselves into it, we get that spiral, then look at how it affects our future. And that's only logical. And all the tarot is saying today is just at least recognize it. If we recognize it, acknowledge it for what it is, then we can change these around. And then we're not going to be all fire and water mixed together, ready to let the steam and the emotions roll through us. And it's funny because this is the exact conversation I was just having with somebody. The exact conversation. So, with that, once again, thank you very, very much. And I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing evening. And I will be back here tomorrow. Thanks again.